Back in the beginning, when I was working for the psychotic crotch scratcher, the psychotic man-spreading crotch scratcher, they facilitated a training for staff on harm reduction. We had someone come in, and they mentioned cheeking. Nobody knew what that was. I asked them to draw a diagram. So they drew this diagram here. This is a butt. It's a butt cheek and a butt cheek. And this is an asshole. And this is the drugs. People can cheek it, or they can stick it right up there. I tender my resignation.
The following program contains explicit material. If you are under 18 years old, please fuck off.
Welcome to Spinnin Yarns. I'm your host, Joe Amero, and I, for one, could have been dead many times over a long time ago. But for some reason, I'm still here. I've had a crazy life and met a ton of amazing people along the way who've inspired me. I'm going to invite some of these folks here to share some of their incredible and unbelievable stories with us. Who knows, we may even learn something along the way. There's way too much bullshit in this life. We need more real talk from real people. So sit back, chill out, and listen up, because we're spinning yarns.
Welcome back to Spinnin Yarns. I'm Joe Squeaky Chair Amero. 2023. Let's get into it. January. The doomsday clock was set at 90 seconds to midnight after new escalations in Russia's invasion of Ukraine. The closest it had been to midnight since its creation by the Bulletin of Atomic Scientists in 1947. Planes crashing, helicopters crashing, they buried a pope. Cold snap in Afghanistan kills 166 people plus 80,000 livestock. Suicide bombing in a Pakistan mosque kills 84 and injures 220. Widespread unrest erupts in Israel. Military raids, incendiary air balloons launched, targeted airstrikes, and murders in synagogues. Shout out to all of our listeners and viewers in Canada, United States, United Kingdom, Australia, New Zealand, Mexico, Bolivia, and Guatemala. Most listened to episode of 2023 was number 1, Almost Full Disclosure. And then it was all peaks and valleys throughout the rest of the year. Such is life. I was dealing with a lot of compassion fatigue and vicarious trauma, post-traumatic stress disorder, severe going on when I started this show, and I needed a place to keep it real and a place for the truth to live in a world of lies. And I just wanted to be vulnerable and open, make connections, and share the love. And we succeeded at that. We definitely did that. Spun some fantastic yarns with some wonderful people. And here we are at the finale of Season 1. February. Ozzy Osborne announces his retirement. Turkey and Syria were struck by a catastrophic 7.8 magnitude earthquake that killed 59,259 people. How can you be so sure? The FBI publicly confirmed that they believe COVID-19 originated in a lab in Wuhan, China. Financial crisis in Lebanon devalues the pound by 90%. Interest rates skyrocket to combat inflation. Chinese spy balloons. A Norfolk Southern Railway train carrying hazardous materials derails in Ohio, releasing hydrogen chloride and phosgene into the atmosphere. Cyclone Freddy forms out of the Indian Ocean, causing 1,400 deaths across southeastern Asia. Russia suspends participation in nuclear arms reduction treaty with the U.S. February was foggy memory lane with star Gale. We got to visit with Star in September. Mostly my wife and kids got to visit with Star because I went off with Jordan Jenkins, the king of the wild frontier, to a cancer benefit in Quebec where Rancid was playing. And this was Jordan's gift to me to get me backstage rigging so I could see Rancid up close and personal and watch them from backstage. Didn't work out that way. Their team is paramilitary security and very strict stage directors or managers or whoever these people were, they were pretty serious about having nobody having any fun backstage. But we got to see them up close, and I got to hang out with Jordan, so that was cool. And we got to catch up with Star. She's doing great. Bishop's doing great. Shout out to Bishop. Shout out to Star. Star got health benefits for all the employees of her small nonprofit that she manages in Montreal. Yeah, we had a good road trip on the way out there. Jordan's girlfriend Chantel gave the girls fancy salon haircuts on the plateau. That was huge. We drank beers in the park, just like back in the day. Jordan, Star was there. I don't think she doesn't drink. Jordan does. Fred St. Jean was there. He might have been smoking a little doobie. We got to have breakfast with Fred. That was cool. Road trip back. We ate at the worst Denny's in the world. Probably not much different than the best Denny's in the world. But Star's family, and I'm looking forward to a new memory lane. A lot less foggy. February, the corporation continues to lie. March, OpenAI released GPT-4, an upgraded version of their popular artificial chatbot intelligence. The International Criminal Court issued an arrest warrant against Russian President Vladimir Putin and his Commissioner for Children's Rights for forcefully deporting children from Russian-occupied parts of Ukraine. Italy bans the use of OpenAI's ChatGPT over data security concerns. Militia insurgencies in the Congo. Tornado outbreak in Mississippi. Brazil and China cease use of the US dollar. We're fighting for suspended inhalation at this point and suffering from neglect and incivility in the workplace. This was when we released Bun the Colonizer with King Mizo. And King Mizo, after filming a series of television advertisements for Sonny Chiba's Chicken, moved to Thailand. And Miz is a wild man. But we're going to do an album together produced by Dynamo, which is about as close as to the Hobo Banditos as we're ever going to get. Well, we're going to get a little closer later. That's a surprise for later in the year. But Miz started up the Empty-Handed Warriors again. I brought my old friend Twitchy Tantrum back, and we're a part of that. Doing some cool shit. We're going to do some comedy collaborations. I guess while he's in Thailand. Follow the Traveling Hearts to keep up to date on King Mizo's adventures. April. I got COVID for the second time. NASA announced the astronauts for the first trip to the moon in over 50 years. Likely story. Finland joined NATO. SpaceX's Starship rocket exploded 4 minutes into its first full flight test, providing invaluable data. Palestine and Israel continue to clash. Celebration of life for James, Brydges, and Peterborough. It was a good little party. Good time. Got to see James and Jordan's brother. And, some good friends. And then we got COVID. This was a 2-episode month, because after that we did Tough Love with Trish Dribnenki. And, there's a civil war in Myanmar, fighting in Sudan, 90 killed in a crowd rush during Ramadan in Yemen. 429 followers of the Good News International Ministries found in a shallow grave, with 613 still missing. Mass cult suicide in Kenya. Death from prohibition and poisonous policy and corruption continues. April's a tough month because on the 23rd, my brother Harold died, so every year that rolls back around. R.I.P. Harold Malcolm Amero, a.k.a. Harry the Hat, a.k.a. the Grey Owl, a.k.a. Toronto Tony, a.k.a. Big Nuts, a.k.a. Baby Girl. Yeah, the corporation continues to unacknowledge overdose deaths. But Trish is, she's just loving life in New Zealand, being a harm reductionist and, hanging out with her friends and in the sun, drinking beer. And we got to visit in Toronto in August, and it was awesome. Awesome hug. awesome laughs. Love you, Trish. May, Talon on Toast with Ajahnis Charley. Godfather of AI, Geoffrey Hinton, resigned from Google to help spread the word about the dangers of the emerging technology. The Writers Guild of America went on strike. Carrie Fisher was posthumously awarded a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. Too little, too late. FDA approves Elon Musk to begin his trials for Neuralink brain implants on humans. Tina Turner dies on May 24th in Switzerland. Banks are collapsing, mass shootings in Serbia, floods and landslides kill 400 in the Congo. The World Health Organization ends global health emergency declaration of COVID-19, yet it remains a pandemic. Coronation of the king and the new queen, and the queen is dead, and fuck the king, and yeah, flush the royals. Cyclone Mocha kills 400 in Bangladesh. The World Health Organization ends Mpox, formerly monkeypox, global health emergency. Forget about it. 47th G7 summit in Hiroshima, Japan. Ironically enough, Russia stations nuclear weapons in Belarus. Poverty pimps continue to make money off the backs of the poor. Hand over fist, legally and illegally. Incorporated or otherwise. Scum of the earth. Ajahnis made it to Taiwan. Went for a trip. Ate some yummy food. Continues sketch and stand-up comedy writing. Continues to be the Ajahnis Charley of the comedy community. Shout out to AJ. June. Trump accused of mishandling formal documents. The Grammy Awards restrict AI-generated songs. OceanGate's Titan submersible imploded during an expedition to the wreck of the Titanic, killing some rich people. Our friend Rita passed away from cancer. Nobody even knew she was sick. We were just all blindsided by the news that she passed away and had been fighting cancer secretly. Rest in peace, Rita. You were a real one. Yeah, hilarious. I'm gonna miss you. Train collision in India kills 296. Wildfires in Canada. Smoke spreads to New York City and causes the worst air quality in the world for like 3 days. Scientists report the creation of the first synthetic human embryo from stem cells without the need for sperm or egg cells. What the fuck is that? 82 dead, 500 missing when a boat carrying migrants capsizes in Greece. UN unanimously adopts the High Seas Treaty aimed towards marine conservation in international waters. That actually sounds like a good thing. How did that get in here? 46 people killed in Honduras in a prison riot between members of MHES 13 and Barrio 18. That's a fucking movie I want to see. Armed conflict continues between Russia and Ukraine. I go off on stress leave here because, like I said, post-traumatic stress disorder and all this bullshit. It's too much. Yeah, it was like, fuck this place. But Jenine, she was just at Gogo Bardello in Birmingham, and she's just living it up. Her daughter came back to Canada from England to go to university. She's out there with her son, Cash. Shout out to Cash. Shout out to Jenine. She's just cooking with her yoga and her writing and just kicking ass like she always does. She's going to start a non-profit with a friend of hers out there, and yeah, save the bloody world. July, Elton John retires. Barbenheimer, Sinead O'Connor died. Suicide. We presume. Oh dear, suicide. She was fucked up after her son passed, and she never really bounced back from that. I love Sinead. Pee Wee Herman died from cancer. Another kind of secret surprise cancer death. Paul Rubens, rest in peace. Love Pee Wee. Love Paul Rubens. India starts paying for Russian oil in Chinese yen instead of US dollars. Follow the money, kids. Israeli military deploys ground forces and armed drones into the Jenin refugee camp in the West Bank, killing more than 100. SAG-AFTRA begins strike against major studios. Coup d'etat in Niger. ISIS-K suicide bombing kills 63 in Pakistan. This is July and we're just floating in the pool. We're laughing. We got pool noodles. we're just we're having a good time. We're keeping it cool in the pool. This was a time for rejuvenation and what do they call that? Self-care. Addie and Violet are doing great. We did 10 days of Adeline for Adeline's 10th birthday. It was insane. It was her idea. She was like, how about for this year, since I'm turning 10, we have 10 days of Adeline? And I was like, what's that mean? Like every day you just get a new present? And she was like, yeah. And I was like, okay. And we did it for some reason. Kicked it off in Niagara Falls and it went on forever. Ended in a sleepover with like 5 of her little girlfriends from school. And I'm going to tell you, that's never going to happen again. Holy crap. August. Russia's Luna 25 crashed on the moon. India landed successfully on the moon. Donald Trump, first former president with a mugshot. Violet starts studying karate. Watch out. Ocean and surface air temperatures reach record highs. Global warming is unreal. But it's real. 17,000 acres of land burned in Hawaiian wildfires. At least 100 killed. Had to be more than that. 68% of the Northwest Territories forced to evacuate due to wildfires. Zero priority given to the underhoused population. Another successful coup d'etat in Africa ends a 56-year run of power for the Bongo family. Bye-bye, Bongos. A building taken over by gangs and rented out to squatters burns down in Johannesburg and kills 77 and injures 85. How you rent to a squatter? I don't understand what happened there. This is where we did Truth to Power. This was our highest watched episode ever. I'd like to thank all of the employees of the corporation for watching us on work time. That's a great use of resources. Love your messages. Keep them coming. Keep them coming. It fuels my hatred. I love it. Keep the juice flowing. Yeah, that was a good episode. They, a little backlash. They try to say this. They try to say that. They try to say a lot of things, but they're not really saying much. Filed my resignation. Also released Mumbo Jumbo by Twitchy Tantrums, an old friend of mine from Hobo Banditos. We brought him back from the dead. And on the advice of my psychotherapist to journal, I recorded this album, and it was great therapy. And cathartic release as I work through all the bullshit. September, military cooperation begins between Kim Jong-un and Vladimir Putin. Mummified aliens presented in Mexican Congress. Writers Guild strike ends after 148 days, seeking to safeguard their jobs against ChatGPT and Drew Barrymore. Earthquake in Morocco kills 2,960. Storm Daniel kills 5,000. Stormy Daniels kills, as a storm, Daniel kills 5,000 plus. Interest rates skyrocket in Europe. United Auto Workers go on strike. Zambi archaeologists find 476,000-year-old interlocking wooden structure. Rupert Murdoch retires and passes the Burning Cross to his son Lachlan. We did Dolph with Eris Nyx on this episode. And since that time in September, shortly thereafter, Dolph had their offices raided. Founders Eris and Jeremy had their places raided. They were arrested, and their operation was shut down. The government is accusing them of spending government funding on illegal drugs. But they used their government funding to run their overdose prevention site, and they used crowdsourced Compassion Fund donation money to buy illegal drugs. And it was a model that the federal government could have easily adapted to save lives, but instead they went this way. And it's dark days coming for harm reduction in general, safer supply, decriminalization, overdose prevention, all under attack by a conservative and fascist government. Started a new job in September with the illustrious Nicole Bond at the helm as manager, and we were going to open a safer supply program. It didn't work out that way. October 8th, Israel formally declared war on Hamas. October 30th, Joe Biden signs an executive order to guide the use of AI within federal agencies. Israel and Hamas, war. Israel called defense forces. Hamas are said to be leading attacks. Earthquakes in Afghanistan. Oil and tech companies announcing multi-billion-dollar acquisitions. Majority of Australians vote against establishing an Aboriginal voice to Parliament. Australia. Not such a good day, mate. Hospital explodes, killing over 400 Palestinians taking refuge. Hurricane Otis kills at least 350 in Mexico. This was Fuck Safe with Samantha Bitty. And Samantha Bitty is doing just fine with her sexy, educating self. She had a knee surgery and made it through recovery without the use of drugs. And her sobriety remains intact. And we're looking forward to collaborate with you in the future, Samantha. Big ups. Canadian Podcast Awards. We got listed on the website for the Canadian Podcast Awards, and we thought we were going to get nominated, maybe, possibly, for an award for Spinnin Yarns. Didn't happen. Completely panned. Maybe next year. More corruption, profit over people. My manager, Nicole, resigns from this place we're at because it was unbearable. Managed to cash out my pension from the corporation, which made for a comfy Christmas after all. Sleigh bells ring-a-ling-a-jing, jing-a-ling too. Leave me alone, please go away. I'm doing fine, just get away. November. Punk as fuck with Talli Osborne. And Talli just got her car. We just talked to Talli, and she was waiting for her car to be delivered, and she just got it. And she's just, living it up. She just flew down to L.A., and she's doing her thing. She's just punk as fuck, kicking all the ass of life every day. And can't wait to see her popping up in some movies. I know it's going to happen. Love you, Talli. Keep it up. The first AI safety summit takes place in the UK. Over 10,000 dead in Gaza. World's first whole eye transplant in New York City. Global average temperature continues to rise. Israel and Hamas agree on a 4-day ceasefire to exchange Israeli hostages for Palestinian prisoners. Rest in peace, Mike Hall. Our friend Mike passed away. All my love to his children and the mother of his children and his family. We love you, Mike. We're gonna miss you. Mike was a wild man, funny guy. Destroylit had a punk band called Destroylit, and he was a good shit. He was good to my brother, and he was good to me. And I really cared about him a lot. Shane MacGowan died at 65. He looked like he was older than that, and Shane's gone, and Shane, everybody loves Shane MacGowan in the world. They're still going on about it. And Fairy Tale in New York played at his service in Ireland, Dublin. People dancing in the aisles, and it was wonderful. Love Shane MacGowan. His music will live forever. The medical model starts to take precedent over harm reduction in the Safer Supply program. I was trying to bail water out of I'm out of there. Lies, more neglect, just bullshit. Fuck off. December. Ceasefire in Gaza called for Black Friday and Cyber Monday sales. Yeah, so, this is a celebration. We didn't exactly set the world on fire, but we have a loyal fan base, around the world that tune in regularly, and I greatly appreciate it. So much gratitude for that. This has been, for me, more than anyone, I think, this whole project, and I feel good about it. I don't know, what the future brings. We're not the authority on any. I'm I'm not the authority on anything except for my own life. I don't know, we don't have the answers. You're not going to find the answers to the world's problems here. But I think by connecting with each other, we can alleviate some of the fear and worry and stress. Obviously, get the fuck out of Palestine. Obviously, search the landfills. I mean, get your shit together. This world is going backwards on women's rights. I mean, protect trans kids. All those things. Like, we're not going to fix anything, but you can rest assured we have zero tolerance for intolerance on this program. And I'm anti-sexist, anti-racist, anti-homophobic, bullshit. We're just going to keep it real. I have some different ideas for the direction of the show in the new year. We'll see where it lands. I'd like it to keep going. I'd like to hear from people. I want to get some kind of forum going. I want to talk to strangers. I want to hear more questions. So reach out if you're listening. Let me know. Just drop me a line and let me know you're there. And if you know somebody with a great story, get them in touch with me, and we'll have them on. Just shoot the shit. We'll see what happens. It's all good. Don't matter. The furnace is booming. We're toasty and warm. What happens when we die? There's really only one way to find out. But when I was younger, I attempted suicide when I was a teenager. And something dark was coming for me. Luckily, I hadn't overdosed, and I had the wherewithal to induce some vomiting and get out of that situation and come back to the light. But it wasn't looking good at that time. I think it's obviously contextual. The better question is what happens when we live, I think. Maybe that determines what happens when we die. I have had signs from people I've lost, some form of visitation in one form or another. So I think it's an energy thing, and parts of you stay with people you loved and people who loved you.
What happens when we die? I don't know. I guess I hope when we die that the people that loved us and the places that loved us and gave us life keep going well in our memory, and I think that they do. I think no matter who you are or what you do, that's going to happen.
I don't know what happens when we die, because I didn't die yet. And if I did die, I died in a past life. And if I did die in a past life, that means you get reincarnated. If you do get reincarnated, what happens in between you dying and being brought back to this earth? I don't know, because I don't remember. People say this happens and that happens. But if I had to give you my take on what happens when we die, from my perspective and understanding so far, would be family and friends are either sad or they rejoice, or a bit of both. You leave back lessons when you die. You leave back your words. I believe when someone dies, the words that they left on earth while they were alive become more powerful. That's what I believe. I don't know if it's true, but that's what it looks like. I'd like to think never born, never died. Reincarnation is cool and all. I don't know if I want to come back here, Never born, never died. I would hope when we die, we don't die. Never born, never die. Our spirit lives on. We keep moving, and we leave this physical shackle that we're trapped in. That's what I hope happens. We leave this prison called a body. That's what I think, but I don't know.
You decompose.
That's true.
Oh, is there supposed?
No,
Is it like one-word answers?
No, you just answer.
I'm like at the edge of my seat.
I've seen the body farm. They line them up and study them, fresh to
What happens when we die? Another life, baby. Never
Nice.
ends. Some sort of
Nice.
cycle.
That's
I like that.
That's like a Buddhist reincarnation kind of thing.
Yeah.
Love it.
What happens when we die? Well, I just did a tarot card reading that told me this is my end of my life on earth, and I cried so hard over that because I don't want to not be able to come back here.
What happens when we die, Adeline?
We get buried.
Violet.
Sometimes when you die, you get buried, and then like someone that you loved, like goes to the funeral or goes to your grave and gives you flowers and like throws the roses on your death pad.
On your death pad.
Like the little different colored.
Wait, I'm wearing the wrong
glasses. Sand.
Oh no, yeah, you want to do it over with your sunglasses
No,
back?
I don't.
Okay.
Infinite return, I would say, a la Nietzsche. Like when you die, you just are condemned to live your life over and over again in an infinite loop where there's no free will.
Oh, ooh, I'm going to err on the side of nothing. Although I do think I've had past lives, so I don't know. That's so intense.
What happens when we die?
I have no idea.
Me neither. They give you Narcan and you sin, repent, wash, repeat. Worst food. Obviously, the best answer is no food is the worst food. Hungry is horrible. That's for sure. I've been hungry in my life, and I know it's not a contest, but I'm hungry. Like I'm hungry now, but not like hungry like I've been in the past. But liver and onions is garbage. Can't stand it. Even bad chips. Now in this economy, we're forced to buy the shitty chips. What a difference between a good chip and a bad chip. Bad chips. I'd rather have no chips than just lightly dusted bullshit chips. What else do I not like? I don't know. Soup. I used to hate soup. I'm getting to love soup. I'm repairing my relationship with soup. But used to piss me off. It was like poor people food. Soup.
The worst food is parsnips. Even the thought of smelling them cook is gross.
Worst food. What is the worst food to me? To me, the worst food would be hot dog water. I don't know who has hot dog water as food, but if you do, don't do it. Shit. If someone's eating shit, don't do that, because that's going to be probably on top of the worst list, right? Shit and urine. Those are things you don't want to, I think, would be some of the worst foods. But all jokes aside, I love food from all different cultures. My favorite food is spicy food. But I don't really have a food that I really dislike at all. I can't think of a food that I really dislike. I'm a fat guy.
Oh. Fucking whatever has like preservatives, like hot dogs, yuck. That like gross gelatinous food. Like Cheese Whiz. Disgusting. Oh, okay. McDonald's gets a pass.
Oh, really? Because that woman's got that bag with the cheeseburger and the fries in her closet for 50 years.
Oh, yeah, that's right. And it stayed entirely gorgeous.
Worst food. Oh, anything British is my immediate.
I spent the whole last episode talking to my friend in New Zealand about how garbage British food is, like those beans and
Oh yeah.
Gross.
No,
full breakfast.
Bottom bin. Yeah.
Yeah, that's that white margarine on all that toast over there, I bet. Yeah.
It's just white margarine on a plate. That's
it. With some beans.
with some beans.
$14.50, love.
The worst food? No food, man. I'm so grateful to be able to have food every day.
I hear that. I've been so hungry that my stomach thought my throat was slit. Adeline, what's the worst food?
Mushrooms.
Mushrooms. Violet, worst food?
Olives and mushrooms. I hate them both. You've never had either.
Okay.
Except the time you had mushrooms and you loved them.
I don't know. Probably something that, as a vegan, probably something made vegan that shouldn't be, like vegan cheese.
What's the worst food?
Oh, horseradish.
Liver.
Oh yeah, liver and fucking onions. And I got off the
So
elevator.
disgusting.
I'd get off the
It's
elevator,
stink.
and if I smelt my mom cooking it, I'd
Me
beeline
too.
it. I'd beeline
No.
it to Murray Lovett's house, and we'd go have
Oh,
chicken
it's like-
cutlets.
It's the grossest smell. It's the grossest texture. It's the grossest taste. And like in my family, on our birthday, we got to pick what we had for our dinner. And my one sister, Jamie, always picked chicken and fucking liver. Liver and fucking onions.
Ugh.
And I can still smell it.
I can still taste the bitter, greasy, like aftertaste that
greasy.
stays for a day. My mom loves it, and I love her less because of it.
No.
I
get
think
that.
about it when I
get
see
it.
her.
No, I
It's
get
like,
it. I get it.
There's something weird about you. Advice to younger you. It's all good. Don't worry about it. Don't sweat the little stuff. Keep rolling. Keep your head up. You're not wrong. And even if you are, you're all right.
I would say to wear clean socks, brush your teeth, and stop shaving.
Advice to the younger me. Oh. If I could give the younger me advice, I would tell myself these things. 1, nothing is personal, young brother. Nothing is personal. Deal with everybody like that and deal with every situation like that. Another thing is, you, young brother, you are responsible for your actions and your reactions and not of those actions and reactions of others. That goes hand in hand with the nothing is personal lesson, I believe. Other than that, some simple ones. Always do your best. Do not put too much pressure on yourself if you fail, because failing is only failing when you stop trying. So if you fall off once, you're not failing as long as you keep trying to get back on. So keep trying. Do your best. And learn how to say no. Even if your heart wants you to say yes to everything, you're doing a disservice to the people that you care about and to the people that you want to help. Learn how to say no. Put yourself first, because that's the only way you'll be able to help others. That'll be my advice. And spend more time with your family. Spend more time with your family. While they're around, ask them questions. Especially the elders in your family. Ask them questions. Ask them questions about their history so you can learn more about yourself. You know? That would be some of my advice I would give to the younger version of me.
Oh, advice to younger Trish. Calm your farm. Sit down a minute.
Yeah. That's good advice.
Ooh. Keep going. Do that. Do that. Yeah, that's my advice. Just do that. Whatever you're gonna do that.
That's the name of your biopic. Is it biopic or biopic?
I used to say biopic all the time growing up. Okay, my advice to myself is it's biopic, but stick with biopic. English is a construct. Do that.
Do that. The Ajahnis Charley story.
Fucking put on that sunscreen, girl. Wear your sunscreen.
Yeah. Yeah. Next question. Adeline, advice for younger you.
Don't get too stressed out because it makes you cry.
Great advice. Violet, you got any advice for younger you?
Don't arrest too many people. Younger.
Younger you.
Oh, if you could do like time travel.
If you could teach younger you something you've learned, what would it be?
Be kind to myself.
Be kind to yourself. That's great.
Advice to younger me?
Yeah.
I couldn't give myself advice because I don't believe in free will. It wouldn't make a difference. I'd say you're gonna do great. You're gonna be everything your parents would have hated.
Don't do it.
Good advice.
Or learn lessons. Learn lessons.
It will get better. Embrace what makes you different.
Good advice for everybody. Good advice for younger me.
Yes.
Good advice for me. I needed to hear that just now.
Just embrace it. Just let it shine. Let it sparkle.
Yeah. Bedazzle it. Bedazzle
the shit out of that.
Fight a celebrity? Well, I've said it before, and I'll say it again.
Jared Leto, if you somehow get a hold of this, hear any of this, I want you, man, in the ring. For charity. You put your money up, I beat your ass, I take your money.
You look like you smell like cat piss. No, I don't know if it's a Fight Club thing. I wanted to destroy something beautiful. I wanted to breathe smoke. I wanted to burn the Mona Lisa. I don't know. I like to kick the shit out of Jared Leto. He bothers me. He bothers me in movies. I didn't hate his Joker as much as everyone else. I actually thought it was not half bad for the attention I paid to it. Yeah, something about him, his band, hate his face. I just want to kick the shit out of him. Also, you know, every politician, you know, King Charles, I'd like to fucking fuck him up. That'd be awesome. Yeah, I'd kick the shit out of him and steal his dog. I'll slap Gordon Ramsay.
Oh man, which celebrity would I fight if I had the chance? Well, it wouldn't be Molly Shannon because I regretted that ever since I said it. I guess I could stick with Geraldo. Who else? I'd fight Dr. Phil too.
Which celebrity would I fight if I had the chance? I'd fight Elon Musk. And the winner or loser would destroy Twitter. How about that? Now, I'd fight Elon Musk because he's a colonizer and he's colonizing on a whole different level. I would fight Justin Trudeau and anybody representing the Conservative Party at the same time because they're both equally evil to me. I don't choose no left or right wing. That's all garbage. Don't fall into that rhetoric. You're not a blood. If you were not a blood or a crip, then don't say you're left or right wing. Be the pilot. Why do you want to be a wing when you could be the pilot? Come on, man. But which celebrity would I fight? It went off track. Maybe you could use some of this. Maybe you can't. Don't shit in your pants. All right? Don't shit in your pants and dance. Okay? But let me get back to it. What celebrity would I fight if I had the chance? Other than Elon Musk and political leaders across the world, celebrity as like someone just famous for being famous or their talents. It's a tough one. It's actually a tough one. Probably all of them. I hate celebrities. Yeah, let's just fight all of them. Let's just set it up. One big fight, all of them. Everyone gets sent to Mars, except us. And they could go pollute there, and we'll fix this earth. Peace, indigenous people.
Oh, shit. Trump. Yeah.
Good
I'd
answer.
like to fight him.
I love it.
Possibly to the death.
Yeah. Yeah. And we'd be sorry to lose you, but we'd thank you for taking them on.
Fight a celebrity.
Fight them hard, like fight them.
Ooh.
And you can't say
Oh,
Donald Trump.
God. That's a hard one. I'm going to fight a celebrity.
Mm-hmm.
Timothy Chalamet.
Timothy Chalamet.
I would ruin Timothy Chalamet.
I want to see that. That's such a good. I think like you're like weight class and everything. Like it's not like a unfair thing. Like you could.
Yeah, I think so. Our BMI exact the same.
Mhm.
I will bounce. I'll go bonkers on Timothy Chalamet. I think.
I love it. I love that. Oh, I want to see that.
Joe, I'm fucking fighting Irish. I was a street fighter my whole life. I grew up fighting. I don't fucking fight nobody anymore. I'm peace, love, hippie. No fighting.
But if you had to.
If I had to fight somebody.
Yep. Celebrity.
Joe, no hate in my heart.
Come on. There's got to be someone you'd like to puck right in the beak.
Andrew Tate.
Okay, I don't know. Oh, yeah, good. Yeah. Is he a celebrity? Yeah, he's a piece of shit.
He's a celebrity. He's a fucking piece of shit. Yeah. And he influences kids in a really shitty, bad way. So he's a piece. Yeah.
Okay, this is a funny question because it's just for jokes. But if you could fight any celebrity or cartoon character, who would it be?
I want to experience what it's like to be Itchy from The Simpsons. I want to fight Scratchy.
You want to fight Scratchy?
Yes.
What about you?
I want to be the cat that keeps getting tortured in the show.
You want to fight Itchy?
You want to be Scratchy?
Yeah, because I like cats.
No.
And
so you want to fight Itchy?
Yeah.
Fight a celebrity.
If I had to?
If you wanted to, yeah, if you could.
Fight or kill, like Elon Musk or someone?
Yeah, nice.
Some Epstein Island person? I don't know.
Good one.
Would I fight? Oh, I mean, everybody who just signed the letter in favor of the Israeli government, I would say.
Line them up. Line them up.
I'm not a fighter, but okay. I don't know why, but Jack Black comes to mind because I think that would be fun.
Oh, yeah, he'd probably throw down humorously. Yeah.
I don't want to hurt him or anything, but I think it would be hilarious. We would just be laughing and being ridiculous, like, because it wouldn't be like a violent fight. It would just be like a ridiculous, like, play fight.
Like a tickle fight. Yeah, play fight. And then once he's retired out, you'd fall, you'd tumble into a pile, and then, be like, you want to get some tacos or something?
It would be like a cuddle puddle with Jack Black. Yes.
You met Jack Black before, didn't like a long time ago?
I did, yes.
And Kyle, right? The Tenacious D.
Yeah, backstage at a Tenacious D show. It was amazing. He just had his baby and it was like newborn, so he was like super chill because the baby was sleeping, he was quiet. Yeah. But it was like so amazing. I have a photo of that. It's pretty cool.
He's a wild man. I love Jack Black.
I do too.
I
know the rapid questions, so you got to say whatever comes to your mind.
Yeah.
That's the person.
Yeah. I want to play fight with Jack Black too. It'd be fun. What helps? What makes it easier? Love. Get some.
And what helps makes it better. You do. You do. Whoever you are, if you're watching this, you help and you make it better. Thank you. Bye, guys.
What helps or makes it better? Really simple, vague question, which I understand. What helps and what makes it better? Love makes it better. Love helps. Recognizing who your family is that steer you the right way and are there for you and love you unconditionally. Recognizing who's in your life that love you and not just using that energy, but giving to that energy to empower their love towards you. For example, what makes me better is every moment I know my daughter is going to message me. Those moments make me better. Knowing that I have beautiful nieces out there, that makes me better. Knowing that I have a wonderful family that actually loves me unconditionally makes me better. I'm very lucky to have a family like I do. My wifey makes me better. The family she brought me makes me better. And good friends make me better. Nature makes it better. And being able to pay rent makes it great. But yeah, that's what I'd say.
Friends and laughing. And sometimes delicious cocktails. Yesterday I had one that started on fire. That made my afternoon. It was lit on fire. How cool is that? Anyways.
Yeah. An accelerant and a libation in one. Thank you. Yeah. Yeah.
Totally.
What helps? I would say sleep. Sleep. Prioritize sleep over everything. If you could do that as a baseline, everything gets better. But if you can get good, real sleep, and if you can get it consistently, that will help, guaranteed.
That is such good advice. It doesn't grow back. You can't catch up. It will. The quality of life is like destroyed or tenfold. Sleep. Yeah, I agree.
Really.
Being self-aware and being able to reflect on the things that don't feel good and the things that do feel good, and knowing boundaries and being able to fully step into the self and be self-aware to know what's right or wrong. That helps me.
Okay, next question, Adeline. What helps and what makes it easier? What helps? What makes life easier?
Trying to think of other things. When you know something that you don't like is going to be said, just like tune it out.
Just ignore your problems? Is that your advice?
Ignore your problems.
Okay.
I don't know how to deal with my problems.
Okay, well, that might not be the best way to deal with it, but hey, what about you?
Actually, advice.
I don't know what the
don't
question
listen
was.
to me.
I don't.
Don't listen.
I don't know what the question was because I wasn't really paying attention. I was just.
You were ignoring me?
Screen and doing this.
What makes
Watching that thing.
Hey, what makes it easier? What helps? What makes life easier? You're both wrong. The answer is love.
It has an answer?
No, there's no wrong answer.
Well, I didn't know. Like, depending on the question, if you have too much love, it's not the answer.
There's no wrong answer.
But what if you have like? What if you're being attacked?
What if you have 100 crushes?
Crushes?
Violet?
And you're married too!
I don't know what you're talking about, but calm down.
You don't.
You're scaring me.
Like you don't.
No, that's not it.
Like you don't want to have another crush because
We're already married.
you're already married and you have 100 crushes.
Wow.
That's intense. That's a problem.
Yeah. I would hope the
So, like,
future
somebody-
you would come back and tell me maybe don't have so many crushes.
Just sitting in my.
Friendship, I guess, my friends and drugs.
Yeah.
But balance also. Like, it's not like I'm out here going off.
Yeah, you don't want too many friends or too many drugs.
But, you know, I don't spend all my time. I do a lot of work. I work hard and I play hard. So balance is important, right?
Beautiful. What helps? What makes it easier?
Oh, this kind of thing. Visibility, talking with people who are able to like actually see you and like understand you, or at least relate. That helps.
The real communication.
Yeah.
Mizo, cats, friends, family, food, sex. Those are my words.
Yes, that's the name of your autobiography.
Yes.
Put that on a t-shirt. That's awesome. The doomsday clock remains at 90 seconds to midnight. Due to the combination of nuclear risk, climate change, biological threats, and disruptive technologies, I resigned my second job in a year, but I have a new job in the new year. And I really got a good feeling about it. I can tell right away that they care about people tenfold over these last two clogged up shit pipes that I had to bail.
Yeah, fuck off and go fuck yourself. I don't fucking owe you shit. You can, yeah, go fuck yourself. There will be over 8 billion people on planet Earth as of January 2024, a quarter of which will be living in extreme poverty. The average global life expectancy will be 73.16 years. You'll spend a third of that at work, a third of that sleeping, and that's only a third remaining. Huffington Post reported we'll spend 235 days of our lives waiting in line and only 115 days laughing. So here's a little life hack to make your life a little more balanced. It'll jump you to the head of the line, and you'll have a little chuckle in your pocket for later. Here's what you're going to do. Go up to the help and advice desk at your bank and tell them that help is synonymous with advice, and then ask why they chose to use both words. They won't have a good answer, so you can tell them their response offered little benefit or aid, and the redundant sign should say blockage and encumbrance. They'll see you're great at their job. Ask them if they're hiring. They'll kick you out of the bank. Take a pen. And that's a little help and advice on how to get a free pen. Because the pen is mightier than the sword, unless, of course, you get your writing hand cut off by a sword. Seek the truth. Speak the truth. It's the only way to keep the story straight. I'll see you next time on Spinnin' Yarns.
Okay, girls.
Area that I mark my tabs on.
Well, thank you again for coming on.
Are you gonna give us both another prize thing?
No, there's no more prizes. You got treats. That's it.
Spinnin' Yarns is brought to you by Hi-Fi Umbilical Productions. We're 100% DIY with zero tolerance for intolerance. Spinnin' Yarns is recorded on stolen land in front of a live studio audience. You can connect with us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, Gmail, and Linktree at Yarn Spinnin'. Please like, follow, and share to show your support. We're building this together. Spinnin' Yarns is available on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and everywhere else you kids go for podcasts these days. Check out our Patreon if you'd like to help out the show, and you can always find us on the web at our landing site, joeamero.com.
If you'd like to be a guest on the show, reach out. Let's shoot the shit. We're just spinning yarns, connecting with respect and respecting the connections. Peace be with you, and let the peace be known.